Why does your business need health and safety? Hello, my name is Patrick Sansom. I'm the Managing Director of Summit Safety Solutions. I am a chartered member of IOSH, a fellow of IRSM, and a registered health and safety consultant. I'm going to talk you through the legal, moral, and financial reasons why your business needs health and safety. The first one we're going to cover is legal. Within the UK, we have a thing called the Health and Safety at Work Act. This is an act of Parliament, so it is law. If then you break the law, the Health and Safety Executive will then come in, otherwise known as the HSE, and it is the Health and Safety at Work Act that they will then prosecute you under. Underneath that, we have what they call regulations, short term of regs. For instance, working at height regs, PPE regs, work time regs. So again, under health and safety law, then under the legal element, you can then still be done or fined and everything else under contravention of specific regulations. And then we have what they call ACOPs. So this is approved code of practice. Not law this time, but this, if you're following ACOPs, then generally you're following what you should do. Okay, so legal is the first element. The next one we're moving on to is moral. Morally, you've got to look after employees working for your business. You've got to morally look after them when they're at work, so making sure they've got a good place to work, a safe place to work. The equipment that they're using is then safe to work. The business owner needs to provide good welfare facilities, making sure that you've got toilets in place, toilets for male and for female, looking after the welfare and providing welfare facilities, for instance, a canteen. So morally looking after the people that are physically working within the business. The next one is financial. So looking at financial aspects of health and safety. Now, a lot of people say, in actual fact, health and safety is costing us so much within the business. Now, what people don't realise is if you get it wrong, the financial aspect that it's going to cost the business. So there's multiple elements to financial. Let's look at firstly the costs. So if there was an accident, God forbid it doesn't happen within your business, the cost of that accident could be substantial. So replacing an employee that's had that accident, getting employment agency in to be able to replace them. That manager then having to look at the accident investigation, even the admin staff, the loss of time that that accident can cause. So the cost of that can be significant to the business. Looking for future business. If your business has had multiple accidents, people can then ask, have you had any accidents? You legally have to report it. So then if your business has had lots of accidents, then they may not choose to work for your business. So again, you could lose business within that. Insurance companies are now bringing in health and safety people, risk assessor people to look at your business. Bringing an inspector in saying, have you got risk assessments in place? Have you got a fire risk assessment in place? So if you've not got these documents, then they're basically saying you're at higher risk and putting your premiums up because the risk to them paying out is higher. So you can imagine within financial, there's lots and lots of elements. It's not all about health and safety is going to cost you. Actually, in the long term, it could save you money. So, bit of a bonus for you. If you're going to go for tenders and PQQs and filling in questionnaires for extra business coming in, if they ask for a health and safety policy and you've got 4 employees, then by law, actually, all you would need to send is a statement of intent. However, if then you want your business to look bigger, then if you had a full safety policy written, then they wouldn't know that you've only got, for instance, 4 employees. If you're sending a full safety policy, then they'll go, oh, they've got 5 or more employees. So it makes your business look bigger than it actually is. Remember, the 3 elements is legal, moral, and financial. And again, thank you for watching. If you need any health and safety advice, then please visit summitsafetysolutions.co.uk or any questions, leave comments below. Thank you.